All right, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates are ready to enter. Please rise to honor our graduates and give them your full attention. Damas y caballeros, nuestros graduados están listos para entrar. Les pedimos que se pongan de pie para recibirlos y brindarles toda su atención.
Good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. Our choir is here. If you will please remain standing if you can for the national anthem under the direction of Dr. Nicole Shane, the Allen Hancock College Choir. Thank you, Dr. DeShane and Allen Hancock College Choir. You may be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce our student trustee, Daisy Garcia.
Okay. Allen Hancock College acknowledges that today's event is being held on the land of our first peoples of our area, the Chumash people. The Chumash people have occupied this land since time immemorial. Their connection to the land is deeply rooted from the native plants to the sacredness of the mountains to the ocean. Historically, Chumash land has stretched as far north as Paso Robles, as far south as Malibu, and as far inland into the San Joaquin Valley, and included beautiful areas such as the location of today's event. Allen Hancock College pledges to continue as stewards of this land and to ensure that it is used for the mutual benefit of those in our community. Thank you.
Well, good morning to our graduates. How are you feeling? Are there any seats left in the back row? 4 seats left in the back row. We put out 672 chairs for the graduates. So, and if you take math, can you tell me that's... Today's a great day, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Commencement 2026 as we celebrate our graduates, the families and friends that helped them get here. I'd like to do a couple of introductions. We have 4 of our trustees who are here on the stage, starting with our board president, Ms. Hilda Zacharias. Next to her is Trustee Greg Pensa. Behind Greg is Trustee Suzanne Levy. And next to Suzanne is Trustee Ken Ostini. We also have our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Bob Curry. Our Vice President for Student Services, Dr. Genevieve Siwa-Bessie. Representing the Academic Senate is Mr. Fred Patrick. Our Interim Vice President of Business Services, Ms. Laura Becker. Our faculty speaker, Mr. Ron Lovell. And, of course, our student body president, Annabelle Ruiz. This is my good friend, Julia Townsend. She will be assisted today by Emily Lopez, Leanne Pirelli-Minetti, and Francisco Montes. Special shout out to all of the people who make this happen, starting with our student services area, the facilities team that put all of this together, the campus safety who made sure you could get in and get parked, campus graphics. There's so many hands that touch this to make it a special day. So we hope you all have a great day. And with that, we want to give you a few facts about the class of 2026. Dr. Siwa Bessie.
Hi, good morning, graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff. Today is a day for celebration, a day to pause and honor your achievements, your persistence, and your transformation. Whether you're stepping into a new career, transferring to a university, or taking time to reflect before the next chapter, this moment belongs to you. It is my honor to share a few powerful facts about the class of 2026. This year, 1,196 students are graduating from Allen Hancock College. Collectively, you've earned 1,775 degrees and 1,416 majors. Our most popular associate degree this year, for associate in arts degrees, liberal arts, social and behavioral science, with 327 graduates. For associate science degrees, registered nursing, with 44 graduates. And for transfer degrees, psychology led the way with 112 graduates, followed by business administration with 107 grads. 3 students share the honor of receiving the most degrees this year, which is 7, yes, 7 degrees. The following students each earned those degrees: Eden Hall, Carmen Martinez, and Michael Cuevas. Congratulations. That is a testament to what happens when focus meets opportunity. Graduates, your stories are as diverse and inspiring as your academic paths. You represent a spectrum of identities and life experiences that have enriched our college community. This year's class includes 739 women, 442 men, and 15 students who identify as non-binary. 1,026 of you are local to Northern Santa Barbara County, making up 86% of our graduating class. Nearly half of the class of 2026, so that's about 576 graduates, benefited from the Hancock Promise. And 64 veterans and 86 military family members are graduating with us today. We thank you for your service and your family member for theirs. Would you please stand and be recognized as you're able? All right, thank you. Let's also recognize the graduates who are the first in their families to earn a college degree and those who balanced work while taking class. Would you please stand if that statement reflects your experience? Wow. Well done, thank you. And now to those who soared academically this year. We're proud to recognize 261 honor graduates with GPAs between 3.5 and 3.99, 46 high honor graduates with perfect 4.0 GPAs. If you are one of our honor or high honor graduates, please rise as you're able so we may applaud your achievement. Amazing, thank you. You have continued a tradition of excellence, including our now 25-year streak of having the highest transfer acceptance rate to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. This year, 67% of Hancock students who applied to Cal Poly were accepted. That's nearly triple the average rate. Congratulations to the 262 Bulldogs who are becoming Mustangs next year. In addition to scholars, This class includes leaders. We are proud to recognize the 18 graduates who served in our associated student body government and as student ambassadors. To our student leaders out there, thank you for your voices, your vision, and your service. To the entire class of 2026, thank you for your hard work, your resilience, your courage, and making our campus community a little bit better every day. You've balanced jobs, families, multiple classes, and in many cases, immense personal challenges. And still, here you are. You did it. Enjoy this day. You've earned it. Congratulations, graduates.
We're trying to figure out who I am and who's supposed to introduce me. Well, I am Hilda Zacarias. I am honored to serve as the president of the Board of Trustees. I know many of you, being a committed community member and a Hancock alumni. Woohoo! So on behalf of the Allen Hancock College Board of Trustees, it's my privilege and honor to congratulate the class of 2026. Today is a celebration of everything you have accomplished and also everything that lies ahead. Each of you arrived here with your own story, your own challenges, and your own goals. And today, together, we celebrate what you have achieved through hard work, determination, and perseverance. No matter what path brought you to this moment, you should be proud of what you have accomplished. It's not only a milestone, it's a beginning. Some of you will continue your education for many years. I'm one of them. Some will begin new careers. Some will take your next steps in ways you may not have imagined when you first arrived at Hancock. Wherever your path leads, know that you leave here with knowledge, experience, confidence, and the ability to create opportunity for yourselves and for others. I would like to also recognize the families, friends, faculty, and supporters who encouraged you along the way. This also is their accomplishment. Ay, ay, ay. Este es mi momento favorito, donde los invito a ustedes pararse y darle las gracias a su comunidad y a su familia. This is my favorite moment. I ask the graduates to please rise, turn and face your community, and give them a round of applause. Gracias a todos. So graduates, you are now part of a proud tradition of Hancock alumni who go on to strengthen our communities. Lead with purpose and make a difference in the lives of others. You will always be a part of the Hancock family, and we look forward to all that you will accomplish. Congratulations. And now, Annabelle Ruiz, on behalf of the class of 2026.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to speak to you all today. I think at some point in our journey, we actually thought, can we do this? And you have, so congratulations. When I tried to figure out what kept me going at Allen Hancock College, I thought it was determination, or maybe just stubbornness. But really, it was connection. The people around me, classmates, professors, family, along with the things I love, like music and art, all came together and carried me through. Kind of like a group project, except everyone actually showed up. I remind you all to hold on to your connections. They shape you, ground you, and remind you why you started. Take a second today to think about one connection that changed your life. For me, it was my sister. For you, it could be anyone. but I know I wouldn't be here without that connection. If we're honest, school isn't easy. If it were, everyone would be doing it. But always remember that outside these campus walls, you are a whole person, one who is not defined by grades or schoolwork. If I had one message to send to you all today, is that remind yourself in the smallest spaces to still grow. Because today is the youngest you'll ever be again, and that's a pretty good reason to start now. And thank you, I just want to say to my sister, Angela Ruiz, I see you right there, that everything I have is because of her, and I love you so much. Thank you, class of 2026.
Good morning, graduates, family, friends, and colleagues. Today I have the honor of introducing our faculty speaker. Ron Lovell is a proud alumnus of the community college system. He attended Ventura College after high school, then attended Cal State Northridge for a business degree. He worked full-time in the restaurant business during his academic career. He opened 13 restaurants in his career for companies like Marie Callender's and Olive Garden. He opened the Santa Maria Olive Garden in 1993 and began teaching part-time in the culinary and hospitality program at Allen Hancock College. 9 years later, he went on to become part-time faculty, and a few years after that, became full-time at Allen Hancock College. He and his wife, Stacy, have relocated to the Coeur d'Alene area in Idaho to be closer to their daughter and son-in-law. Their son graduated from Allen Hancock College, then finished his bachelor degree in computer science. He now works at Vandenberg Space Force Base. Ron was a dedicated instructor and always went above and beyond what was necessary for him to do. He's one of the warmest and kindest colleagues I've ever worked with. Please join me in welcoming today's faculty speaker, Ron Lovell.
All right. I can't believe I'm up here. Congratulations, graduates. You just did the hardest thing in your life by choice. Today, you're leaving the structured, predictable shores of college and stepping into what the ancient writers called the wilderness. There's a brilliant letter in my favorite old book written to a group of people who felt like outsiders in their own culture. It described them as exiles and strangers, people navigating a world where they didn't quite fit the mold. That might be exactly how you feel tomorrow, morning or afternoon, depending on your choice of celebration. The modern world can feel chaotic, fiercely competitive, and deeply divided. This ancient text offers a masterclass in how to thrive when you feel like an outsider. It offers 3 profound tips for your next chapter. First, develop a resilient mind. The text famously says to gird up the loins of your mind. In modern terms, mental toughness. Don't let your emotions be dictated by the daily algorithms of outrage or panic. Keep your head clear, stay sober-minded, and focus on what you can control. Second, live with radical integrity. You will be tempted to cut corners, to blend in, or adopt the cynicism of the corporate world. Instead, let your conduct be so honorable that even your harshest critics can't help but respect you. True power isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. When the world serves up hostility, surprise it with grace. Finally, guard your community. The writer urges his audience to love one another deeply, from the heart. Success is entirely hollow if you arrive at the finish line alone in a society suffering from an epidemic of loneliness. Be the person who builds bridges. Develop deep, unshakable relationships. Be a safe harbor for others. Graduates, you are entering a world that desperately needs your clarity, your integrity, and your empathy. You may often feel like temporary residents in an unfamiliar territory, but that is precisely where your power lies. Stand firm, support one another, and make your mark. Rely on those that helped get you here, those that love you and care about you. I'm up here because of my brother Russ and my wife of 36 years, Stacy, who's out here somewhere. I could go on and on, as my students know, but I'm limited to 5 minutes. I have one more announcement. My daughter, Chelsea Hagel, and my son-in-law, Alex Hagel, gave me permission to announce that they're expecting. I'm going to be a grandpa. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Ron. It's my honor to recognize the class of 2026, the 105th graduating class of Allen Hancock College. We call this day commencement because it marks a beginning, a transition into your next step in education, career, and life. Every year I come back to a song that has stayed with me for a long time. From the song that I'm going to keep quoting, Dean Ensing, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, from the band Semisonic. And I know that reference may be a little more familiar to your parents than it is to some of you, but every generation seems to find its own version of the same message. Dua Lipa talks about new rules. Carol G is grounded in confidence growth and moving forward while carrying a piece of home with you. And Bad Bunny encourages people to believe in themselves and keep going even when that path is difficult. I listened to all of them on my Spotify this week, so I can pretend like I got it. Honestly, that's not very different than the message from closing time, because today is about believing in yourselves, continuing forward, and stepping into a new beginning that you've earned. At Allen Hancock College, we are committed to changing the odds for our community. It's a clever phrase, but it's also powerful. Changing the odds means we are committed to removing barriers, dedicated to student success, and adamant that every one of our neighbors has an opportunity to excel. Every day we create an environment designed for student success, but that doesn't mean it's always easy for our students. Consider a few of the classmates here today. Abraham Castaneda balanced full-time work in a demanding healthcare setting while earning his degree and preparing a path towards medical school. Rafael Ramirez Madrigal found support, gave back through service, stayed the course, and is now pursuing his goal of becoming a writer and director. Desiree Rodriguez balanced academics, athletics, leadership, and setbacks, but still moved forward stronger and more confident. Jamal Gregson discovered a passion for mathematics and is now on his way to a future in engineering. Carolina Garcia translated her personal experiences into a passion for justice and a path towards law and advocacy. And this year's graduating class has a new first. 26 students who began taking classes as the Orchid Academy cadre will graduate today from Hancock. Next week, they get their high school diplomas. And it's particularly exciting that this early college program will be expanding into Santa Maria and Lompoc next year. That's how we change the odds. We have another special cohort graduating today. At least 8 members of the class of 2026 have family ties to Hancock. Ashley Ropke is part of that Orchid Academy cohort and is the daughter of our Academic Senate Vice President. Josie Suarez's sister is part of our management team. Solio Mia Vela and Lillian Karstrom both have parents who serve on our staff. And Isabel Xochitl Sanchez and Travis Machado each have parents who are Hancock faculty members. Benny and Sarah Hernandez are graduating together as siblings. Their mom works closely with my office, and we watch them grow up on campus. Speaking of growing up on campus, my family arrived here 13 years ago with a little kid heading into 4th grade. Trey grew up being dragged to athletic events, plays, concerts, and an infinite number of fundraisers. Today he's graduating with 4 STEM degrees, and his mom and I couldn't be more proud. We're also grateful to the faculty and staff who helped him along the way, because even for the college president's kid, it's a long road to get to this day. So graduates, think about what it took to get here. The late nights, sacrifices, moments you thought about quitting but did not, and you didn't do it alone. Along the way, you were supported by family, friends, faculty, staff, and mentors who believed in you, encouraged you, and helped you reach this moment. Your challenge now is to pay that support forward, to follow the example of federal graduate Tay Armstrong, who came to Hancock to play football and today is leaving with a spirit of servant leadership that made an impact across our campus. What you accomplished here today is more than simply getting through college. You earned your degree, and at Allen Hancock College, that means more than checking boxes or completing assignments. It means your professors, your counselors, your staff, and your administrators have observed your work, witnessed your growth, and affirmed that you embody the qualities of an educated person, empowered to lead and grow and think bigger for the rest of your lives. What you've built here matters. What you've built here is real. You developed real skills that will last a lifetime. You demonstrated a real ability to learn and adapt. You set a real direction for the next phase of your life. And most importantly, you earned a real belief in your ability to move forward and succeed. So my final bit of advice for the journey ahead: keep going, keep asking questions, keep showing up even when it's not easy, especially when it's not easy. And remember this: you don't need to wait to feel ready, because you are ready. Remember, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Today is not the finish line, it's your new starting point, and we can't wait to see how you will change the world. On behalf of the Allen Hancock Board of Trustees, our faculty, our staff, and our administrators, I offer you our deepest pride and congratulations. Here's to your new beginning. Congratulations, class of 2026.
All right, here we go. Graduates, on behalf of your faculty, I offer our congratulations on your achievement. Dr. Curry. On behalf of the faculty at Allen Hancock College, I certify to you that these graduates have been deemed worthy of the degrees and certificates being conferred, and present them to you as candidates for their diploma.
Okay. Dr. Walters, trustees, graduates, friends, and colleagues, in conferring our associate degrees and certificates upon these graduates, we declare to the world that they have demonstrated mastery of these outcomes, and we stake our reputation upon that declaration. Dr. Walters, I'm now ready to present the class of 2026. Will the candidates for certificates and degrees of Associate of Arts and Associate of Science please rise?
That's everybody.
That's all of you. Dr. Walters, subject to the completion of all requirements as prescribed by the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Allen Hancock College, these candidates are presented for receipt of the appropriate associate degree. Please be seated and prepare for the naming of graduates.
Dr. Curry. I'm pleased to announce that we have a really high-tech AI name reading. No, we don't. We have real live people who are committed to your student success. Ms. Claudia Dia, faculty. Mr. Gerardo Hernandez, Outreach and Retention Specialist. Ms. Amalia Jimenez Chavez, Coordinator of the Aim to Dream Center. And Dr. Richard Mann, former Dean and part-time faculty member. In a moment, we're going to call the names. I want to pause for one moment because we learned this morning that one of your colleagues, Gaylord Salvador Curto, sadly passed away on Sunday. We could take just a moment to remember Gaylord and his family who are actually here today. Thank you so much. We're ready for the first row.
Daisy Valeria Garcia Fabián. Emily Guzmán.
Haley Lilas.
Chris Torres.
Fidel Vargas. Menio Guizar.
Chris Arredondo.
Jesus Jaracuara Yedeyes.
José Pérez. Janae Davis.
Oscar Rivera.
Catherine Martin.
Priscilla Morales. María Vázquez Pérez.
Rafael Ramirez Madrigal.
Jaden Cervantes.
María Martínez. Avery Galt.
Jacinfel Laya.
JP Ramirez.
Sean Crow. Jake Wallingford.
Maciel Martinez.
Milo Sanalun Martinez.
Elena Hornacio. Aaron Mesa.
Amber Johnson.
Juan Quintero.
Gabriela Alvarado Luna.
Lillian Karstrom.
Gabriela Camacho Kraft.
Oliver Mejia.
Sandra Ovalle. Tracy Valderrama.
Veronica Leon Villa.
Laura Bonilla.
Emily Berry. Ronnie Lopez.
Mariah Lopez.
Mia Marapo.
Dominic Núñez. Emily Limón.
Eldrick Washington.
Marcos Corbo.
Lisa Black. Alexandra Bentley.
Roseanne Rodriguez.
Maribel Landay.
Jeffrey Bailey. Cedric Pullen.
Amanda Hurst.
Andrea Tyler.
Anthony Caligiri. Roosevelt Valle Davila.
David Rodriguez.
Haley Lyles.
Francisco Luevano. Gabriel Peña.
Ruby Rocha.
Rodrigo Duarte Díaz.
Roberto Tafoya Hernández. Kimberly Guerrero.
Didiana Gomez Cortez.
Brian Alexis Cuevas Aparicio.
Cade Mason. Cesar Ruiz.
Trey Elliott.
Colson Pusley.
Ociel Los. Caleb Young.
Alexander Vasquez.
Juan Guzman.
Steven Arroyo Corona. Dayana Pille Villalobos.
Francia Arellano.
Manny Barajas Rodriguez.
Jacob Cabrera. Sienna Martinez.
Sean Curtis.
Desiree Radcliffe.
Raymond Gutierrez. Toon Wing.
Sheila Pilalia.
Evangeline Cremens.
Darian Hall. Bruce Hill.
Isaiah Cañas.
Guadalupe Estrada Mendoza.
Diana Ramon Valerio. Aya Baker.
Anthony Moreno.
Eva Garcia.
Nicole Flores. Jared Flores.
Christian Atilano Gonzalez.
Eddie Volvito Estrada.
Alejandro Alfaro Martínez. Oscar Valdez Pacheco.
Julio Hernandez.
Heidi Dickinson.
Eli Mendibles. Kevin Retiguín Marquina.
Daniela Espinoza Carranza.
Heriberto Onofre Torres.
David García. Giovanni Cárdenas Vargas.
Michael Cuevas.
David Barragan.
Wyatt O'Neill. Bastain Slater Tyler.
Sidney Matchett.
Jasmine Deras.
Valerie Morales. Damaris Valderas.
Diana Carrillo.
Yvette Gamache.
Jacqueline Isley. Matthew Isley.
Alondro Aguilera.
Victoria Chavez.
Teresa Ramirez. Kayla Ortiz Marin.
Jessica Moreno.
Daniela Morelos Rosete.
Timothy Johnson. Diego Aymar Uribe.
Amy Macedo Espíndola.
María Cardona Ruiz.
Norma Rosario Hernández Torres. Emanuel Merino Celaya.
Jasmine Bravo Campos.
Perla Hernández.
Holly Pruitt. Amanda Silva.
Odalis Diego Garcia.
Jenna Lorraine Sanyatan.
Sara Camacho. Raven Harris.
Angel Ayala Milan.
Juan Bribiesca.
Max Brewster. Osvaldo Melendez.
Jordan Orcutt.
Carmen Carpenter.
Jordan Haldeman. Jonathan Villalobos Rodriguez.
Anthony Villalobos.
Jessica Ramirez Bautista.
Evelyn Bautista Cruz. Marta Pascual.
Alexa Mendez Soriano.
Italivi Galindo Mendez.
Joel González Zamora. Lucia Ambrose.
Ana Pineda Alejandre.
Shania Rose Bracamonte.
Caitlin Anderson. Liana De Pedro.
Emily Ramos Verdugo.
Jasmine Flores Herrera.
Madison Guerrero. Madeline Phelps.
Nicole Rocha.
Rachel Axelton.
Samuel Caravantes. Cheyenne St. Hill.
Tina Martinez.
Maritza Cruz Flores.
Aide Besaida Jiménez Nicolás. Jennifer Altamirano Ramírez.
Perla Casas.
Samantha Jimenez Castro.
Patricia Enríquez Ruiz. José Jolón Cabrera.
Brianna Zuniga.
Shania Estrada.
Noemí Martínez. Noelia Martínez.
Selena Valle.
Chantel Gonzalez.
Marilyn Monreal. Jasmine Pérez.
Joshua Efron.
Molu Omoa Ino.
Jera Reyes. Jacob Garbizo.
Tay Armstrong.
Rolling Davis.
Nayshawn Corley. Dialine Heath.
Semaj Carmichael.
Jaden Vasquez.
Justice Rosary. Jimena Flores.
Miranda Olivo.
Janeth Davalos.
Ana Garcia. Raquel Smith.
Angela Gonzalez.
Ruby Graciliano.
Daniela Mendoza Lagunas. Isabela Díaz.
Samantha Rodriguez.
Jules Hernandez.
Ashley Robinson. Brooke Young Montano.
Montserrat Campos.
Anastasia Drolet.
Brianna Luna. Alisa Reyes.
Taikoro Ziribe.
Adam Silman.
Arlen Kanyui. TJ Hollinger.
Tiara Downing.
Leslie Magallon.
Ashley Gutierrez. Victoria Salazar Ruiz.
Isabel Sanchez.
Havana Michelle.
Benny Nicolás. Caleb Toledo Gutierrez.
Javier Biafon Perez.
Omar Reynoso.
Trevor Jure. Ryan Crunk.
John Gutierrez.
Travis Machado.
Abigail Aponte. Madeline McCoy.
Samantha Valenzuela.
Ishel Lopez.
Abraham Castaneda. Faye Dye.
Crystal Bacalat.
Matthew Diaz.
Alia Aceves. Odalis Martinez.
Julio Avalos Cordova.
Gavin Hughes.
Mitchell Rauscher. Jetsi Tapia Aguirre.
Michelle Rascado Navarro.
Lupe Varela.
Montserrat Muñoz Ibarra. Chency López Polines.
Mira Grace Ortega.
Judy Ann Domingo.
Mariana Farias.
Destiny Valencia. Cheyenne Limon.
Andrea Valencia.
Skylar D. Phillips.
Diana Rios Rodriguez. Jasmine Hernández.
Brian Contreras Ramirez.
Anaís Vega.
Maritza Godínez. Ciel Metler.
Ella Klosek.
Abigail Craddock.
Lily Roberts. James Spencer.
Margie Gutierrez.
Shay Burke.
Ángel González Gaitán. Daisy Guerrero.
Montserrat Vargas Vasquez.
Melissa Garcia Ubias.
Giselle Lázaro Pompa. Mary Perales.
Naomi Vargas.
Joanna Nunez.
Alexis Jimenez. Jennifer Barajas Bravo.
Ernest Romero.
Ana Ruiz.
Christy Boazo. Selena Aquino.
Lina Casadiegos Patiño.
Griselda Tiburcio.
Jacqueline Villanueva Mendoza. Stevie Robbins.
Charlene Moreno Alvarez.
Naidelin Martinez.
Misael Carvajal. Uriel Pacheco García.
Ariel Pacheco.
Emmanuel González Chávez.
Juventino Linares Marcelino. Rosana Aguilar.
Dulce Getsamani Lopez Cruz.
Alexandra Sanchez.
Cristina García. London Ray.
Lyubov Garcia Barrera.
Olivia Arellano.
Eva Guerrero. Peyton Mia.
Dominic Bravo.
Michael Gomez.
Nicholas Albert Caballero. Sky Jean Núñez.
Fatima Vaca Mesa.
Andrew Aguilar.
Mia Gibney. Aliana Rosas.
Ryan De Palma.
Viviana Santillan.
Mari McLaughlin. Anthony Rice.
Mariana Giza Rivera.
Carolina Sánchez Contreras.
Miriam Cortez. Silvia Terán.
Karina Ortega Hernandez.
Sofía González.
Alessa Lazos. Huicho García.
Rebecca Artis.
Luz Alejandra Márquez Gómez.
Helen Yanes. Anabel Gómez Jiménez.
Alexa Ruby Garcia.
April Garcia.
Nayeli Aramburo. Lisette Reyes Valenzuela.
Daisy Zelaya.
Rey Ortiz Aguilar.
Jesús Álvarez Mares. Garrett Smil.
Danny Garcia.
Rocio Garcia Lemos.
Jasmine Navarro Figueroa. Lorena Alemán.
Isabel Llerena.
Ashley Robke.
Alex Greco. Aiden Stevens.
Aiden Kaufman.
Ashton Androdakis.
Jackson Payne. Nathan Maloney.
Alexander Meal.
Karsten Meal.
Sam Bryce. Stella Linen Egan.
Kyle Richardson.
Seth Santana.
Tatiana Valentin. Annabella Ingersoll.
Isaac Noble.
Nathan Jacane.
Aiden Brockway. Jack Krebs.
Erica Goodmans.
Lily Reed.
Soleil Vela. Lisbeth Rodas.
Yareli Villa Andrade.
Jessica Delgado.
Marena Jaimes. Cynthia Salguero.
Elijah Cavazos.
Jamie Carroll.
Alicela Botello. Pablo Arevalo.
Raymond Dinio.
Suhey Valenzuela.
Renee Valdez. Alondra Tafoya Valdez.
Jesse Uribe Santos.
Douglas Benjamin Webb Jr.
Hunter Hall. Dustin Miller.
Javier Delgadillo.
Victoria Barbosa.
Kayla Novela. Joana Diaz Toscano.
Desiree Rodriguez.
Jace Gomez.
Jose Hernández. Belen Miles.
Adrienne Ainsworth.
Diego Ceballos Arate.
Randy Tovar Morales. Antonio Saavedra.
Danielle Coolidge.
Michelle Cruz Ramirez.
Vanessa Cabatán. Crystal Perez.
Alexa Abarca.
Catalina Regalado Alejandre.
Alexis Zamudio. Natalia Marmolejo.
Cristo Espinosa.
Yvette Ábalos.
Carla Pineda Hernandez.
Amanda Slate.
Peyton Crumpler.
Olivia Boatman.
Natalie Diaz Salto.
Bismarck Medina.
Maritza Perez Morales.
Jacqueline Zamora.
Joshua McDonald.
Ansh Vinci.
Janae Pangilinan.
Mike Porch.
Elizabeth Ramirez.
Dulce Estrada Tovar.
Teresa Gutierrez.
Nathan Bonilla.
Hannah Moon.
Solimar Rivas.
Janely Dominguez Garcia.
Richard Uribe de la Paz.
Rick Woldridge.
Jennifer Gallardo Hernández.
Jasmine Balaam.
Noemi Vega.
Ethan Lawrence Sohu.
Victoria Camacho.
Anali Corral.
Hannah Borjas.
Melanie Dominguez.
Jennifer León.
Melanie Valdez Calderon.
Diana Pérez.
Natalia Leon.
Cassandra Garibay Ibarra.
Angelica Anaís Perez.
José Lemus.
Gabriela Quiñones.
Elizabeth May Alcantara.
Kathleen Alcantara.
Jennifer Ruiz Gallardo.
Montserrat Ramirez.
Guadalupe Ceballos.
Miguel López Díaz.
Erika Herrera.
Ireth Martinez Garcia.
Irene González Rojas.
Stephanie Guadalupe Carrillo Rodríguez.
Yasmín Santos Pérez.
Gregory Jimenez.
Joshua García.
Marilu Vázquez.
Evelyn Ortega Hernández.
Jennifer Ortega.
Mariana Camarena.
Brianna García Navarro.
Christopher Cisneros Balcazar.
Sarai Zurita Velasco.
Amal Kassam.
Brian Garcia Hernandez.
Brandon Cárdenas Díaz.
Leonardo Lopez.
Joshua Chávez López.
Carolina García.
Mia Márquez.
Natalie Enriquez Canche.
Blake Smith.
Brian Pañuelos.
Said Benitez.
Richard Sabag Kasar.
Morgan Gallagher.
Joel Ortega.
Jose Morales.
Janet Cosio.
Giovanna Fonseca.
Daniela Mendez.
Priscila Sánchez.
Janet Villegas.
Zoe Terrazas.
Janet Gomez Gonzalez.
Alexandra Ramírez.
Victoria Gama.
Daria Batty.
Amy Elena Rodriguez Patino.
Sabrina Sendejas.
Rosie Lopez Navarro.
Paola Pérez Chávez.
Daniel Bodillas.
Haley Ross.
Marcus Montgomery.
Brian White.
Alison Moreno.
Saraya Moorhead.
Joseph Trejo.
Carolina Bravo.
Natalie Gomez.
Victoria Díaz.
Corelli Martinez Lopez.
Justine Vasquez.
Jessica Juarez Lopez.
Melissa Merino.
Lupita Ramirez Saucedo.
Alejandra Saucedo.
Jacqueline Espinosa.
Derek Rivera.
Lillian Holstein.
Ana Preciado Ramírez.
Norma Cepeda Ochoa.
Alexis Molo.
Liliana Garcia.
Benjamin Hernandez.
Sarah Hernandez.
Madeline Roberts.
Crystal Pulido Godoy.
Leslie Delgado.
Azucena Alberto.
Valentine Joel.
Audrey Barajas.
Jorge Reyes Esqueda.
Elijah Ojeda.
Richard Nieves.
Marco Rodriguez.
Samuel Fairbairn Moran.
Inara Blanco.
Rubén Ramírez.
Rosangela Hernandez.
Claudia Reyes.
Casey Castillo.
Suzanne Elaine Almanza.
Isis Soria.
Pilar Díaz Sierra.
Maria Pacheco Ramos.
Ava Mendiola.
Nadia Luque.
Giselle Torres.
Bianca Coracero.
Matthew Ortiz.
Jacob Garcia.
Gustavo Hernández Flores.
Nicolas Valderrama.
Nancy Velasco Anaya.
Dalal Alhamani.
Emilio Ramos.
Christian Lacoste.
Catherine Satterfield.
Kaylani Orca.
Jennifer Reyes León.
Estefanía Flores Venegas.
Catherine Tapp.
Maria Rodriguez.
Kevin Rivera.
Maritza Vera.
Alan Camacho.
Naomi Esqueda.
Ariana Takacha.
Nicholas Gilbert.
Hayden McGinnis.
Susana Ramirez.
Ive Uriarte.
Marlene Alvarez.
Mario Cabrera.
Marco Perez.
Josai Rojas.
Jasmine Osorio.
Madison Stefano.
Heriberto Mendez.
Mauro Esparza Magdaleno.
Cristina Santiago Morales.
Alexi Méndez Silva.
Melanie Bejarano Margarito.
Omar Alonso Garcia.
Maximus Stanley.
Felicia Valle.
Marbeo Placido Lopez.
Driel Smith.
Perla Espinosa.
Esmeralda Berlín Alejandre.
Alda Figueroa.
Jessica Rochin.
Fátima Vaca Ortega.
Kiana Renzel.
Rhiannon Rose Maria Yvonne Kay.
Jeremiah Hughes.
Jada Lemon.
Norma Guzmán Mejía.
Melanie Flores Quintero.
Alex Montar Mendoza.
Eduardo Clavier.
Valerie Rastrian Gomez.
Noah Mendez.
Carmen Martínez.
Julia Cabrera.
Malia Case.
Sean Turpin.
Alondra Ramírez.
Zaira Gómez Barragán.
Mariela López Maldonado.
Sheila Ruiz Martinez.
Susie Castellanos.
Melissa Diaz.
Carlos Ceja.
Aaliyah Andrade.
Isaiah Gaitan.
Jacqueline Trejo.
Natalia Ramirez.
Kaylana Buranen.
Victoria Buranen.
Hanaloa Richter.
Nathaniel McLean.
Valerie Renteria.
Yulinda Fredrickson.
Kenny Miller.
Michael Poquet.
Evelyn Pay.
Jimena Juarez Monroy.
Richard Jaques Fernandez.
Adam Joaquin Fernandez.
Hannah Sevilla.
Marilyn Sanchez Sanchez.
Adelina Williams.
Shelby White.
Alan Colores Lopez.
Marcos Elias.
Sydney Elwell.
Alexa Martinez.
Deborah Webb.
Christina Whitmore.
Leonel Alfaro.
Jenny Curto.
Judy Sherburne.
Francine Amelia Comandante.
Brandy Baca.
Jamie Gilbert.
Kenzie Francis.
Maribel Estrada.
Valerie Marin Arana.
Rachel Morales.
Katie Torres Carrillo.
Nathan Trevino.
Samuel Verduzco Alfaro.
Dulce Rodríguez.
Annie Vega.
Anthony Lopez Cruz.
Luis Rodríguez Arias.
José Pisano Olivas.
Romario Avalos.
Josefina Suárez Ramírez.
Alexis Lopez.
Garrett Beecher.
Jaden Fernandez.
Ryan Huck.
Elijah Magana.
Jordan Reyes.
Helena Juliana Rhymes.
Liz Mendoza.
Katie Preciado Ponce.
Ashley Oliver.
Caitlin Stenhouse.
Isaac Hill.
Isabel Bernal Ramirez.
Alma Meissner.
Carla Guillermo Sanchez.
Isabel Ayala.
Belén Navarro Rios.
Rufino Martinez.
Shantasta Abbott.
Nicole Benavides.
They're numbered, and this is the top of each one.
Top of the stack is the first one.
Yeah, one.
Just keep it in the box now. I'll pick it up. Thank you. Really appreciate your help.
All right, now we're ready.
Everything worked out.
All right, grads, one more time, let's stand up. Our student trustee, Daisy Garcia, will help with the tassels.
As is tradition, upon receiving their degrees and certificates, graduates have the right to move their tassels from the right side of the caps to the left side. Graduates, please move your tassel. Congratulations, class of 2026.
All right. All right, let's take it easy on throwing those sharp-cornered hats. Family and friends, thank you for being here. Be sure you check with your graduates to see the bags that they receive from our foundation, our Alumni Association. It is my great privilege and honor to present to you the 105th graduating class, the class of 2026. Let's start the celebration.